Jordan Else here for talkSPORT MMA. Today I'm delighted to be joined by Alexa Grasso. How's it going?
Hey, I'm great. And you?
I'm very happy to be speaking with yourself. Obviously, you've got a massive fight coming up September 14th at the Sphere, UFC 306. It is creeping closer. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. It's been an amazing fight camp. Just 2 weeks to be there. To be able to live the experience like in the Sphere, the first MMA event in there. Different way of the cage, different way of the images, different way of everything. I mean, it's gonna be huge. Can wait. I'm so excited.
Yeah, well, we'll get into that in a minute. But the last, earlier this year, you spent a lot of time with your opponent filming The Ultimate Fighter. You've already fought her twice, and then you've got to be in this confined space for a number of weeks. What was that experience like?
Well, being in the tough, it was really cool, honestly. It was a tough experience. The tough experience. I mean, it's a hell of a thing, being there. I was not in the house like the guys, but man, imagine like being 16 guys in the same house, knowing that even you can fight your teammate if something happened, like being training with, I don't know. It was a really cool experience. I learned a lot of things, all over the world. Um, you you notice that even if it's one armbar, there's plenty of ways to do that because every single person do their own style, different weight cuts, different way of rehydration, different way of training, like a lot of things that I learned. Being there like all the time, seeing Valentina every day it was weird. I know it was a weird experience. We're professionals, and I mean there's nothing, outside than being, in the fight. That's the day that we gonna kill each other. But outside of there, like we're professional, and it was really, really cool.
Good to hear. And talk to me about them last two fights. It's been a year now since the last one. What do you take from them coming into this one? Obviously, it's as I said, it's been a year. It's you've changed. I'm sure Valentina's has improved the game, hopefully, and we're gonna get a totally different fight. Does it feel like that, or is there stuff that you can take and bring into UFC 306?
Well, every single fight I've been trying to show different skills, every single fight I show something new, something new, something new. And of course I always expect the best version of my opponents. I mean, I know she has a style. I mean, we all use our strongest weapons all the time. So I'm ready for everything that she can bring to the table that she did before. And also being ready all the time just in case there's something new. I mean, that's something that I've been happy because even if it happened a full year, I was able to be in my teammates training camp, with Lupe, with Alessandro, with Irene, with Diego. I mean, I've been with other guys of the gym. I've been always there, helping them in their fight camps, being able to keep learning. So it's really cool. I mean, we are super excited to be there in the next fight because like I said, first one was amazing. Second one was a hell of a fight. And I mean, imagine how it's going to be the third one. We've been sharing 45 minutes already together. We know how hard is each one of us. We know how hard we punch. And it's really cool.
After this third one, will you be glad to see the back of her? You've seen her three times in a row now. Will that be it, or do you think it might be another, war where at the end everyone's crying for a fourth fight?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand.
So, once this fight's over, do you think that'll be it for your rivalry with Valentina? Do you think this will just be the third fight and that's it, or do you think at the end it'll be so close, so competitive, where there might actually be a fourth fight?
That's something amazing too. If she wins, of course, I mean, she must give me another shot. But if I win, I think it's over.
And talk to me about fighting on Mexican Independence Weekend. That's you know, uh, in terms of fight calendars, that's one that everyone looks out for. And being a Mexican yourself, how happy are you to be fighting on that date on such a epic show?
Oh, it's really cool. Mexican independence is a big day for Mexico. I mean, big day. We love to celebrate that date, and I mean, it's really cool. Um, it's been known, for boxing mostly. Like they do great fights, with fighters like from Mexico, like so with someone so big. So it's inspiring. I always dreamed to be, in a car like this. Last year happened, this year is gonna happen again. So I mean, this is something that UFC said that's gonna keep it. So right now, like being in that spot. I mean, I've seen Canelo doing this. I've seen Marquez. I've been, watching all these amazing and huge boxers doing these kind of fights in these days, and now being able to be there, like doing the same in MMA as a girl, like it's big. I mean, it's inspiring. It's really really huge for me.
How do you feel about going head to head with a Canelo card? A lot's being made of that. Does it add to your occasion or take away from it, do you think?
Well, imagine, like I mentioned before, I'm a big fan of him. He's been a big role model in my career. We're from the same town where he was born in Guadalajara too. I mean, he has a lot of impact there in society, in kids and sports. So I mean, imagine like fighting the same day as him. It's amazing. I like say if I have time, I will as soon as my fight ends, I'm gonna try to watch his fight too.
Nice. And talk to me about the Sphere because Dana White has been going on about how this is going to be the greatest spectacle pretty much anyone's ever seen. He hasn't shied away from saying just how good this card's going to be. From your inside perspective, what are you expecting to be different in compared to like a normal UFC card?
Well, everything's gonna be different. First, because if like it's like a theater place, all the crowd's gonna be one side, the cage gonna be in the middle, and then a big, big screen. So, I was able to be in the Sphere one day to watch a kind of show. Wow, wow, with the place, with how it's really huge. It's really, really nice experience. A lot of technology in there. There was AI robots too. So I mean, it's gonna be huge, it's gonna be different, and I'm super happy to be able to be there, making history.
And just before I let you go, I've got to ask you about the rest of the division because while you and Valentina have been facing each other 3 times now, everyone else is fighting and trying to get that number one spot. Does anyone stand out to you in the division and thinking that girl might be next?
Well, I think that if you're out, she's the next one on the line. So, yeah, she's just a really good fighter. She has a nice unbeaten streak, and yeah, it's just she's a really good fighter.